Yeah, happy Saturday, May 9th. It is currently 10:55 in the morning. We're here on a Saturday making DAOs, trying to get some deals across and trying to start the month off strong. It's what it's all about. You got to find a way. You got to have this fire inside you that like, I'm going to come in on a Saturday, right? I'm going to want it more than my peers. I'm going to want it more than the competition out there. So this is what we're all about. Nuve, man. Actually, I want to ask Omar a few questions.
You know how I feel about the camera view?
But the questions that I asked you were really beneficial to people. Some people that reached out to me, they're like, when you interviewed Omar and you asked him like what makes a successful STR, it really helped me.
Right?
Yeah. Let's do it.
There you go. You got it.
All right, y'all. I'm here with the one and only Omar Ross. He is our team lead here at Nuve. Omar, for new SDRs or someone who wants to get into cold calling, what is something that most people overlook that halts them from having success right off the bat?
I'd say persistence and consistency. The more persistent you are with the client and the more persistent you are with the prospect, the more likely they are to remember you, especially in this industry, right? If you show that you're human, you show that you're just really trying to have a real conversation and find out their pain points, you're more likely to have success. There's so many times where I call, business owners and they know my name and which company I'm calling from without even saying, who it is. So it's really about building those relationships by persistence and consistency.
Boom. Okay. That'll be helpful. That'll be helpful. All right, let's make some motherfucking dials. Let's see. Hey. I've called this guy like 4 times already. He told me to call him back though. Andres.
47485.
You don't need those? You don't need those?
I'm saying that. Half of it. You want me to put you in? You're right.
I printed it out. Andy?
It look good.
If I get someone on the phone, I'll use it.
Thanks for calling Electric City Bear. This is Haley. How can I help you?
Hey, Haley, how you doing?
Doing great. How are you?
I can't complain. We're alive and blessed, right?
Yes.
Is David in office by chance?
He is not. Can I take a message?
Yeah. Do you mind just letting him know Brandon Wolfson with Nuve, it's Nuve called? He'll know what you're talking about when you relay the message over.
Okay. Yep. I'll let him know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I hate when that does that shit. I thought he picked up because he paused. He's like, hello.
Let's see. Do you like this?
Yeah.
More than the current script we have?
Do you think scripts are important?
Yeah, I think the framework behind the script is important. I think the little, what I call like sprinkling into the script is important. But Andy, it just varies. I think it's important to. I think it's important to switch it up occasionally, right? If your team's having success or not, and then also cater it towards seasonality, right? HVAC, it's peak season. Their whole objective right now, from the month of May until end of August, is making money. So if we can sprinkle in, some things that are going to be beneficial to them within the script and like the framework, they're going to be more inclined to hear us out, right? And that's what I tell every single SDR is like, Your whole objective is not to sell the actual product, but to sell the demo. Get them to bite, to see the interest, right? And then go for the close.
It's like for us, marketing is we test it, doesn't work, okay.
Yeah.
Keep testing it, keep testing it.
Well, another thing I've been emphasizing is like there's proof in the pudding, right? If Omar's having success, if Alex is having success, if Adam's having success, right? Just throwing names out there. Study why they're having success. What's their tonality? What's their pitch? How do they go about overcoming objections, right? How do they go for the close? How do they go about the solidifying process after they get that yes on the phone, right? There's proof in the pudding. If you study what works among your peers, right, and you add your own sauce to it, you're going to be successful as well. No one's answering right now. He going to the gym?
Shit, I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't, bro.
No, is Ish going to the gym?
Oh yeah, he is. Most likely.
Yeah.
He's got this. Can't mess it up.
Hey.
Your call has been
What'd you say?
forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Can you share some of the wins this week?
Yeah.
Some wins.
I say the biggest win, or just the biggest win for the whole month, is our no-shows. Typically, we're averaging anywhere from 15 to sometimes 30 in just one single week. This past week, I think we only had about 8, right? And it starts with the quality of our leads, right? Only pursuing leads that fit our ideal customer profile, because they're gonna see the value right off the bat and with everything that Nuvei offers, right? For the smaller mom and pop shops, they can't take advantage of everything that we offer, right? And then they're also doing all the services and the jobs in the field. So if we schedule a demo with them tomorrow at 3 p.m. and they get an emergency call at 2 p.m., they're gonna take that call rather than hop on a demo with us, right? So chasing the right leads, we've been really, really emphasizing that, right? And then just proof in the pudding, right? Study what your peers are doing if they're having success. Listen to your own calls, right? One thing that we do is we'll go have a meeting as a team and we'll do call reviews and get feedback from not only the person who made the call, but from the whole team. Hey, Adam, what do you think about Omar's call, right? What advice would you give him? Positives, we'll start with first, and then any criticism to help him be better, right? We're only as strong as our weakest link in here. I say that's the biggest wins from this week. Let's see. Alex Donald didn't answer.
Donald didn't answer?
Is there any more?
Right, Chris Wilson.
Oh, yeah. Brian Air, right?
Yep.
Let's see. Someone's got to answer me. Damn.
Chris, I'm unable to take the call at the time. Please leave a message.
Damn, Chris. Motivation. Motivation. Hey. Hey. What are you most excited for May 15th?
The content that we're gonna get, bro. I see
Hello, this is Chris. Am I with
we have a question Q&A panel. That's where they're gonna see more value because I know that with one operation, something they fix in their operation, they go back and they implement, bro. It's gonna switch it. It's gonna change it.
Yeah.
You know. So filming that and then filming all the real stuff.
100%.
Yeah, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. It's hard, bro, but we'll get through it. The next event he wants is the 5,000
5,000 people?
along with Tommy Mello. Pretty sure more people are gonna get added to it. But the Latino community, the Hispanic community is huge.
Record your name and reason for calling. I'll see if this
Huge.
person is
Put
available.
our people to the side and be like, all right,
Brandon Wilson.
be open-minded.
Yeah. Would he ever want to do an event in like Mexico?
It has to be with somebody. He needs to team him alone. It's
Thanks, Brandon Wilson. Please stay on the line.
security, especially security. He has the contacts. I think until we're ready. Mexico has a lot of these houses. Even though it's a big house, they have these.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this person is not available.
We like her too. These damn call screenings.
And reason for calling. I'll see if this person is available.
This is
Thanks. Please stay on the line.
come on now.
I'm sorry, this person is not available.
Damn.
If you would like to leave an additional message.
And we like her too. We like her.
The LA County Fair opened up.
Did it?
Yeah. Probably go tomorrow. I don't know what my girl wants to do. For Mother's Day. Wait, it's next week.
Mother's Day? Sunday.
Damn, dude. Sometimes I don't even know what day it is.
That's how I am. Woke up, thought it was Friday. I was like, oh shit.
It's 8 p.m., right?
Huh?
8 to 8.
Sometimes. Usually it's 8 to 6 now.
And if I live closer, I'll stay longer.
Yeah.
Your call has been forwarded to an
It drains me mentally, bro, to study traffic.
No, I hear you. I used to live in Rosemead,
Yeah.
and I'd hit traffic too.
And every day 8 to 6.
No, it was this was when I was just like a SDR, so it was like 8 to 5. But I would stay down here until like 8 or 9, so I wouldn't hit traffic. But I'd go to the gym, I'd take a shower, I'd go eat out
Your
here.
call has been forwarded to an
It'd be very rarely that I tried to like head back up after 5 or around like 5 or 6, because there's so much traffic.
There's in Ontario or it's Montclair. it's a bus. They call it the Silver Bullet, I think.
Uh huh.
It goes from Montclair all the way to downtown LA on the freeway. In its own lane, like a carpool that's only for the bus. It gets you there in an hour.
That's it. Dang.
That's good for people that work downtown.
Yeah, 100%.
Hello?
Hey, Luis, how you doing?
Hey.
Happy Saturday.
The same to you.
This is Brandon Wilson with Nuve Smart Thermostats. That ring a bell?
Yeah, right now I'm kind of busy. Is there another time we chat to talk?
Yeah. What? Can I give you a ring on Monday?
That's fine.
Perfect. What time? Just so I catch you at a good time.
Noon.
Okay.
That's fine.
Thank you, Luis.
Okay.
Oh. See, Saturdays, it either works in your favor or it doesn't. There is no in between. He was like, I'm not, I think he said like, I'm busy right now. And I was like, all right, I don't want to push too much. So I was like, all right, when's a good time for me to give you a ring? He said Monday. And I was like, okay, before I let you go, what time on Monday? So I'll make it worthwhile. And again, catch you at that good time. He said noon, right? So that's in a sense, a warm call. And if I get a hold of him, the likelihood for me to book it goes up. Let's go. Yeah, I'm excited for Friday.
For Friday the 15th.
One thing I want to do is go up to contractors and ask their advice on if someone were to cold call you or your business, what would get your interest to say yes or at least to hear them out before saying no or I'm not interested or whatever that is. I thought it'd be pretty useful.
That's a good one too, yeah, because now you're building rapport. That's what that's what I learned from the radio industry. I was part of promotions. When they go to a dealership and then I want to fix this here, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They had a form that if you wanted to like, get a shirt or something, you need to fill out that form, and it'll tell you who do you listen to in the morning. This is the old school way. It was like 10 years ago. Big Boy. Between these songs, and it was like I say R&B, T-Pain. What else do you listen to? So you check off, right? There's no right or wrong. For hip hop, what do you listen to? Tupac. So now they have their analytics, bro, and then that's good.
On who they should play on the radio.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Have them, what makes you tone, and you'll get more information out of that.
Because I remember at Pantheon, Travis's brother, I forgot his name.
Yeah, I know which one.
He was asking me, he's like, I know, you oversee the SDRs, like, what's their script, and what's kind of their process? And I told him, like, this is our script, this is what we do, social proof, etc. And he's like, I get a lot of cold callers that call me on a Monday through Friday, weekly basis. And one thing that allows me, or one thing that gets me to say yes or just at least hear them out is if they do their due diligence prior to the call. Hey, I'm calling you because I saw on your website you're using this thermostat. I'm calling because we're actually using this thermostat and this is going to help you, and this is why over 300 contractors switched over from that thermostat to us, this and that. So doing your due diligence prior to that call so you can leverage that when you finally get a hold of them. He really said try to incorporate that more so. So that goes a long way.
I think that's a good important, because now it's like, okay, they took the time to look into it.
Yes.
Yeah. It makes a difference. Yeah, that's gonna be already 600 of them, bro, like contractors.
600?
500 and something already sold, but they're coming in crazy right now.
Oh yeah, this last week's gonna be probably hectic.
So I think, I could set you up with I think Duran can help you out. I'll set them up with the camera and then
Yeah,
handle that.
yeah, that'll be good. That'll be really good.
A lot of content.
You'll probably get a lot of people on the live stream too.
Yeah, we haven't announced it till I think Wednesday. He's gonna announce it. Yeah, we should be good.
That'll be huge.
Yeah, We have a whole team for live stream too. So.
That'd be huge.
Yeah, so now this is getting us ready for bigger events, and now we don't have to hire a big company. It's like, all right, this is the core. Now we hire just like helpers.
100%. Let's see.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated.
Nobody wants to answer. You guys are seeing the real reality behind making dollars on a Saturday. A lot of hangups, no answers, voicemails, right, and minimal pickups, but you just got to maximize the pickups and make those count. You know, one thing that really sticks with me is when I played Division I lacrosse, my coach would always say, you know, don't count the reps, make the reps count. And that's the same thing with cold calling. Like you're making $100 probably to get 10 pickups at most, maybe a little bit more, probably a lot less, right? Instead of counting the reps, oh, I gotta make $100, this and that, this sucks, I hate this, whatever it is. Make the times that you get a decision maker to say hello or to pick up, make that count, right? Build that rapport, showcase that value, add some creativity. You're gonna get more yeses. Leading with that, then no's.
I don't know how to play lacrosse.
Yeah.
I used to go to high school here, Foothill High.
Uh-huh.
There was lacrosse.
Was there?
That shit looked like it.
Yeah. That shit hurt. Alex, what about Joe from Mr. Air AC Electrical? Joe R?
That might be the other Alex. Oh. Try calling him.
You remember?
No, I don't know what happened. I must have only called him like once. Try calling him.
No, I would like, because I thought I was gonna stay there like the whole weekend. Yeah. So it makes me like the morning people. So it's like not that big of a kid. But it's still like, I can stop by. You will.
All right. Have a good weekend.
All right.
Hello.
Hey Joe, how you doing?
Doing well.
Happy Saturday. This is Brandon with Nuve. You remember me?
Not really.
I'm with Nuve Smart Thermostats. We sent you a stat out.
Yeah, it's still sitting on my desk.
I know you're busy. I know it's peak season.
It's been crazy.
Yeah, I get it, man.
Right now I'm in South Carolina, but next week I'll be in Florida.
Okay. Traveling, I hear you.
Yeah.
When can I give you a ring back? Because I want you to install it and really see, how it's going to help you with peak season, just the increase of replacement and service jobs.
Do Thursday, and then I'll get somebody to install it, and then we'll have some questions at least.
Okay. Do I have your word you'll be able to sit down with us though for 20 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. I'll give you a ring on Thursday. What time? So I can catch you at a good time.
Usually 1 or 2 o'clock.
Okay. Will do. Appreciate it, Joe. Enjoy your weekend.
Bye.
Potentially on Thursday.
What did he say?
He said he's at. Boom! What'd you say? Mark always brings that up. He said he's out of town, but we sent him a trial stack like 2 months ago, and he never installed. And he's like, I'll install it this week, and call me on Thursday, and then we'll sit down and I'll have a few questions for you.
Better than last time. What did he tell me? I'm busy.
I think he hung up on you.
Yeah.
Put a task on your end, and then I'll put a task on my end. Just Mr. AC, no, Mr. Air AC and Electrical. Call Thursday. 1 p.m. Eastern is what time Pacific? 11?
3 hours less.
10? 11, 12, 1, 10 a.m.
So you want to talk about that call?
Yeah. So another case scenario with this guy, we've been hounding this lead for probably like 2 or 3 months. 2 or 3 months. We actually had another rep call them, and we sent a free trial stat for them to install it and really get a feel what Nuvei is all about and how it's going to be, proactive for them to get a hold of their customers and just to never lose that customer. He just mentioned to me he's out of town and that he still has not installed that thermostat, but he gave me his word that he was going to have someone at his office install it and that he was going to sit down with us come Thursday, right? So one thing that I do to try to build some urgency when I'm cold calling these leads is like, hey, can you give me your word you're going to be able to sit down with this or do this or do that, right? These business owners, they take pride in who they are, their word, and how they run their business. So if they give me their word, more than not, they're going to sit down on a demo and it's going to be beneficial. Another thing is I don't want to push too much, right? I was like, hey, I'll give you a call next week. What time during the day next week works best with you so I can catch you at a good time, right? There's so many things or so many factors when it comes to cold calling, right? It's an interruption game. You're calling these people out of the blue. They're busy, they're traveling, they're focused on making money, they got a family, right? All these certain things. So if you can figure out that in the forefront of like, okay, what time can I call you during the day? And you catch them during that free time, more than not, it's gonna be beneficial for you. So come Thursday, we should be able to book them, and you should hear a boom from me come Thursday. Boom!
You want to move in there?
Yeah. So we're here in the office on a Saturday, right? And I'm gonna really put everything on the board so you guys can visually see what our top SDRs are doing to be successful here at Nuvei, right? So what an SDR is a sales development representative. And what they do is they make outbound calls, right, to contractors. We sell a smart thermostat, pitching that thermostat to these decision makers. Usually it's like a founder, a CEO, vice president. In some case scenarios, it could be a general manager, and pitching how this is going to be beneficial for them to empower them as a contractor, right? A lot of variables when it comes to having success as a cold caller, right? Cold calling is an interruption game. You're calling these people out of the blue. They don't want to talk to you. They're probably already satisfied with their product or service. So how can you showcase or build rapport within the first 5 to 10 seconds of the call to at least have them hear you out instead of clicking hang up or saying I'm not interested or whatnot, right? So our SDR of the month, his name was, we'll say B, right? He had 18 sets, 19 helds, and I think it was 4 no-shows, right? This was for the month. His inputs, right? He made over 2,000 phone calls. He sent over 300 text messages and about 800 plus emails, right? When it comes to being an SDR, I always tell them, don't focus on the metrics, right? Especially when you start, focus on the inputs, the things that you can control, right? Another thing that he focused on was his attitude, right? Because when the numbers aren't there, when you're not seeing success right off the bat, what's your attitude like, right? Sales is a mindset game, not a script game. This is the things that I emphasize to the team, because if you're so focused on the metrics, oh, I got to book a demo by today, oh, I got to get a held today, or whatever it is, and you don't get that, this is going to make you feel sad or feel like, dang, I'm not doing enough, right? If you focus on the things that you can't control and you put relentless pursuit and effort into that, such as the dials, the emails, the text messages, you're going to have success, right? So these are one of the biggest things that allowed him to have a great month and actually be the SDR this month. Another thing that I've been emphasizing, especially for this month, the month of May, for the whole SDR team, is touch points. Again, we are cold calling these individuals out of the blue. Right now, in the HVAC industry, their main priority is making money. From the month of May until, we'll say September, is their money-making season. Again, they're only focusing on making money. And they're so busy. So if you think, okay, I'm gonna cold call this person once a week, the likelihood for you to reach them, book that demo, it's possible, but it's very slim to none. But when you increase your touch points within 3 different sources, again, call, email, my writing's not the best, y'all, and text, you increase your chances of finally getting a hold of that founder, CEO, operational manager, OM, GM, general manager, right? Where you increase your chances of booking that demo and getting a hold of them, right? So what I tell them is you should be contacting a lead 3 times a week, right? How it should look is like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We should see some sort of activity on our CRM that we use is HubSpot on you calling them, texting them, and emailing them. One thing that I did as an SDR that allowed me to have a little bit more success than my peers was I leveraged text messages, right? As you know, you probably have gotten random phone calls and like, who is this number, right? I'm not gonna answer. And they called you again, you're like, I don't know where this area code is, not answer, right? So if you don't even answer random phone calls, do you think people of importance who are focusing on making money gonna do the same thing? Probably not, right? Put yourself in your ideal customer's shoes and think in terms of like how they would think. One thing that I did was I leveraged text messages. Text messages are not invasive, right? If you get a text message, you're gonna see that and probably respond quicker to that than a phone call and an email, right? Lean into the text messages. So for text messages, I would say lead with value, and every single time that you send a text, also include a visual, right? For our ideal customer profile, we're dealing with blue collar men and women, right? They didn't go to Harvard. They don't live by their calendar, right? They're normal people, which is great. Put yourself in normal person's shoes. If they see something visual that might catch their attention, boom. And you lead with value that is going to be beneficial to them or their business or whatever it is, or alleviate a pain, boom. You got their interest and now you're in the door, right? Everything that I put on the screen isn't entirely going to get you, more book demos in a sense, but it's going to allow you just to get their attention that you can win yourself that book demo or that closed deal, if that makes sense, right? Another thing that I've emphasized is there's proof in the pudding. Hopefully I'm spelling pudding right. If I'm not, don't hold me against it, or don't hold it against me. If an SDR is having success, such as Bushoy, I mentioned he had 18 sets, 19 helds, and 4 no-shows, I would study everything he's doing. Study his calls. I would study his approach. I would study how he handles objections. I would ask him about like his mindset. There's proof in the pudding, right? I would look at my peers and look how they structure their days. Okay, when they first come in at 6 a.m., what's the first 30 minutes look like? Are they just scrolling on their phone? Are they leaning back? Or are they getting right to work, right? Another thing, one thing I do as the SDR manager is every closed deal that has been sourced from an SDR, and I'll shout it out, Premier HVAC, closes on Nuve Go or E+, Good Set Omar. If I was that SDR, right, I would go back into our CRM, look up this company, and study what Omar said and did on that initial phone call to get them to say yes. I don't know what I just did with this.
You can double tap it or hold it.
Little malfunctions, yeah.
I'll go back on the arrow far right. Right there. You gotta go back. There you go. Yeah.
There you
There
go.
you go.
So I would go back into our CRM, this company that signed on to Nuve, listen back to that call. What did Omar say? What objections did Omar get? Another thing is your whole objective as an SDR is to get them on the virtual demo, right? We're not selling the thermostat. Our whole objective is to sell the demo. Get them inside Nuve's doors, have them hop onto the Google Meets call, and then we record every single demo that one of the account executives run. I would go back and re-listen to that demo, re-watch the first 10 to 15 minutes of that call, and see what discovery that account executive did within the first 10 to 15 minutes of the call. Okay, I know Omar reached out to you originally, like what allowed you to, or what piqued your interest? What made you want to say yes? Why are you even on this call, right? And then whatever that contractor says, sprinkle that into your script. Again, there's proof in the pudding. The more you understand what's important to your contractor, again, to your customer or your ICP, ours is a contractor, the more you can have more meaningful conversations, right? Because if you understand what's important to them, what's a pain to them, what's a priority to them, and you tailor your product or service to their wants and needs, you're gonna have more success, right? So these are probably one of the most important things to do when you are an SDR. If you just started, follow this framework and you will have some sort of success.
Let's try to go back on. Just for B-roll. This is act like you're
Writing some more things?
writing the bottom ones or just circling stuff just for B-roll
Okay.
purposes. There you go. We get a wiring ball. Just start where it says study call, just point at it.
Study
And
code.
go out, yeah, there you go. Okay, let me get a different angle. And that'll be it. That way, I film the whole thing, and then you start calling inserts, you add them in. Alright. Cool. You can go directly to the camera. And you're on.
On. Again, if you guys use these frameworks, when you are a cold caller, an SDR, you want to get into sales, you will have success. Again, highlights, touch points. You should have a minimum of 3 touch points when you are pursuing leads, right? Again, lead with value and visuals, and study your peers or people who are having success, right? Be a student of the game, right? And then the last and most important thing is your mindset. Believe that you can have success. I tell new SDRs, current SDRs, and veterans, you should believe that you're gonna be the top SDR every single month. You should be telling yourself that every single day. Brandon, when I come in, I'm gonna book 3 demos. Watch, nobody can stop me. I'm gonna make it happen. Like, have that positive self-confidence in yourself that you can achieve that. Because if your mindset isn't even on point, this doesn't even matter. Believe in yourself, put the work in, study these frameworks, and you'll be making money in no time. Boom!